There are several features of the at-a-glance curriculum documents that may be helpful to support the planning of inquiries and learning experiences. The curriculum has been designed to help students build skills and explore concepts as they engage with different competencies. Keeping this in mind as you plan lessons will allow learning experiences to be responsive to the specific learning needs of your students. The at-a-glance document will provide information relating to outcomes, rationales, competencies, indicators, concepts, guiding questions, and skills. Outcome statements appear at the top of the page. They provide the context for what students should know and be able to do. Each outcome includes a skill and related concept. Outcomes in English language arts are designed to allow students to engage in all related language processes. In this example, you can see that students are engaging in reading, listening, and viewing processes as they learn to analyze communication forms for accuracy, reliability, validity, and bias. Outcomes provide the parameters for planning. Beginning with the outcome allows us to begin to consider what evidence of learning will need to be gathered and how the learning experiences can be designed to support the skill development as students explore concepts. The rationale provides the intention behind the outcome. Before beginning to plan, looking at the rationale can be helpful to clarify or reinforce the scope and depth of the learning experiences students are offered as they explore concepts and develop skills in relation to the outcome. Competencies are paired with each outcome. While students could engage in any or all of the competencies as they develop skills and explore concepts, specific ones have been suggested because they most clearly align with the skills indicated. For example, students engage in critical thinking when they investigate how bias influences the message in communication forms. When planning learning experiences, it may be helpful to consider how the experience engages students in opportunities to develop competencies. Specific examples of how competencies can be reflected in the design of learning experiences are available in the curriculum guide. As you begin to plan, considering the indicators is also helpful. Indicator statements are framed by a skill and concept to provide context for the depth of understanding of a specific concept in relation to the outcome. When planning, indicators can be used as frameworks to scaffold learning experiences within the inquiry in order to support students in meeting the outcome. For example, before students can analyze reliability in a range of communication forms, they need to learn how to identify and select reliable sources. Learners can continue to develop language processes and related strategies as they develop skills in relation to the concepts they are exploring. For example, as students compare accuracy of information from a variety of sources, they engage in active listening, reading, and viewing strategies to identify the details they are looking for. Attached to each indicator, you will find specific competencies. Though these are suggestions, you may find that certain skills lend themselves more directly to the given competencies that are attached. By planning in advance, you will be able to set up learning opportunities that provide your students with chances to engage in language processes through explicit instruction, practice, and time to reflect as they engage with skills, concepts, and competencies. This is a great time to identify specific criteria you are looking for and what evidence of learning you and your students will collect for assessment and to guide further instruction. Each concept has suggested guiding questions which can be used to help frame your assessments and learning experiences. Guiding questions provide opportunities to consider what learners would need to know and be able to do in relation to a given skill and concept. This is also an excellent opportunity to consider how related language processes can be developed as students consider guiding questions. As you plan learning experiences, guiding questions can provide further detail on when it might be appropriate to plan explicit instruction and time to practice around a specific process or strategy. For example, as students learn to apply strategies for choosing valid information, you may plan to review related reading and viewing strategies with your students, such as how to determine importance, and provide them time to practice in order to support them in learning to identify relevant and appropriate information. At a glance documents, curriculum guides, and other related information can be found on the curriculum website at curriculum.novascotia.ca.